So I think first of all, we have to go back to writer. You are very well known for teaching skills. Your students speak a whole lot about you.
Miss Nigeria competition.
And I said, let's pick them up. Let's take them back to Nigeria and let's teach them a different kind of job.
Hello, nice to have you with us on the program, The Woman. And you know what we do here, bring you ladies, women who are doing exciting things, positive things to help Nigeria, Nigeria get to greater height. And very importantly for us here, to help form that positive role model we're looking for. Now, there are a lot of careers we often think that is jurisdiction for the men, but a lot of times the women come out and say, no, we can, and we can do it well. My guest is one of such, and she is a chartered accountant, and that is not all about her. She is also the president of ICAN, the 57th president, and she's done a whole lot of things, which I will be, x-raying. I see her as a model of books because she's read so much. Join me as I welcome her, but that will be after this break. Don't go away.
Coronavirus, where the nickname na COVID-19. It not be big man who sickness, so if it catch anybody, according to World Health Organization, WHO, where then they call WHO, make I show you how the disease they take spread.
Oga travel go abroad, come back with symptoms of COVID-19 infection. As he land for airport, driver go carry and come house. His wife and pikin welcome am. Cook arrange food for Oga. Houseboy and housegirl pack Oga load enter house. Now so Oga begin spread this infection to him people. Driver go mechanic workshop, go spread am. Cook go open market to go buy one or two things. She go spread am too. Even house cleaner go back her house, go spread the same infection. Now so this coronavirus begin take style dey spread from family to we country people.
So therefore, make we join hands obey all the instructions wey government and our medical people don't give us. Wash your hands with water and soap regularly, or use hand sanitizer. No go join body for where people gather plenty. Maintain social distancing. Above all, stay in a house as government don't advise. Stop unnecessary waka about. So make we not spread this virus.
Coronavirus. No be only big man like me they catch you. If it catch anybody, even poor man yourself if it get am. So, make we join hand together. Take stop with this deadly disease where they kill our people and they never get a cure.
Together, we go overcome if we do all the things they tell us to do.
If you're just joining us right on time, because I'm about to showcase the guests of the moment in the person of Mrs. Comfort Olujumoke Eyitayo. Nice to have you join us.
Thank you very much.
And I was actually watching, going through your investiture as about 2 months ago or so.
Yes.
And you made a lot of promises, and we intend to ensure that we follow up on the achievement. And knowing your pedigree, I know that you were not just talking, that you're also going to back it up with action. But I would like to know, accountancy, in the secondary school I read economics. I tried to do a bit of accountancy, but I was so bored. And at a point, I was told it's not a jurisdiction for women. But you were there, you've done it to a point that even the men are looking up to you. Some of the men are looking up to you. Why did you pick that as a career?
Thank you very much. Interestingly, I take it from the point that you said it's not for women. And if it will interest you that it's actually a woman that inspired me to take it up. That's my sister, my senior sister.
Wow. And I'm
So
sure
we
you're going
have
to
it
be
run in the
inspiring other
family.
people. It runs in your family. She's also a chartered accountant?
Of note,
Wow.
Mrs. Emu Onosoya.
Wow.
She's a chartered accountant, qualified as a ACCA, and then also now ICAN as FCA. And It's like you said, and a good example to follow. When I was in secondary school, of course, I wasn't thinking of accountancy. I wasn't aware of accountancy. By choice, because my uncle was trying to mold me. My late uncle was trying to mold me to go into sciences. So when I registered, it was for the science subjects, not even for the commercial subject. So at the end of the day, it's just like his destiny. After leaving secondary school, I did my advanced level in economics. I seem to like economics very well. And when I traveled, it's just a natural progression for me
Just flew in.
into it. And it's like you challenge yourself. If you have somebody in the family that has done it, why can't you?
All right. I know that you worked with the
KPMG.
KPMG, for about 9 years.
Yes.
And you took off and started your own. And interestingly, you're doing well with that bit. But I'm wondering, at the point of moving out, what inspired you to do that? And were you not scared? Because a lot of times, women are scared of your known. So even when we're laid down somewhere, we'd rather stay there because we don't want to go to the unknown waters.
Thank you very much. I think it's not only women, even men should be scared. And they are scared of the unknown. I was scared, to tell you the truth, but scared not in the very scary, but sometimes it's daunting and you want to say, am I doing the right thing? Am I leaving a comfort zone, so to say, and go into the unknown? But right from youth, I have not been somebody that is, you can call a laid-back person. I just want to do something. And thinking about my future, I sometimes see the level you have to go, the discrimination against ladies getting through in life and things like that. And I thought, why do I want to continue in employment if I can start something on my own? So that is what informed that desire. And I took the plunge because I knew I'm not a lazy person by any standard. I know that it's just not in me. I'm not wired to be
I like
lazy.
the confidence with which you say it.
Oh yes, because I know myself and I know that I can make it through, because as long as it's something that is legit and just require hard work, I'll be able to fit in. So that's why I took the plunge.
It's a good one.
And I thank God that I did.
How has it been? You thank God that you did, really, because with what you do, you've also been able to provide employment for a few persons, which I know they are grateful for. But has it always been that smooth?
Nothing in life is smooth, that smooth. But in life, you take the highs and lows. But I would say, by and large, it's been fair. It's not that turbulent for me, because when you are enterprising, you are always thinking ahead. Once you have a break in this, what next? And that keeps me going. So that way, it hasn't been like you get stuck on one area. And importantly, if you have interest in what you are doing, you have that energy to forge ahead, regardless of what the stumbling block that may come once in a while is.
Okay, it's a case of the end.
Justify the means.
Justifying the means. And of course, like you have said severally here, the means must be a legal means too. Now, when you were taking up your title as the ICAN president, you made some statements, and it got me curious, because one of them is what is holding a lot of people down: poverty, hunger, unemployment. And you showed how much it meant to you and for the institution to mitigate around this. How do you intend to achieve that?
Okay, I believe you are talking of the entrepreneurship.
Yes.
We intend to set up a center. Before now, with the institute have been engaging in various seminars, workshops, to make sure that we train our people to be enterprising, to have it to drive the entrepreneurial spirit in them. That's been ongoing. We just felt, let's make a difference in terms of not limiting it to talk shop, making reality and backing it up with practical hands-on, that people can actually leave the training center and set up a viable business, and thereby being able to sustain themselves in life, because that's the ultimate goal. Even if you have good employment, at the end of the day, one day you will retire.
Definitely.
So we are not saying everybody will be an entrepreneur, but if you have the entrepreneurial spirit in you, we help to fund it. If you don't, we can help you to discover it. Ultimately, it's for us to have that sustenance, to also be able to contribute to the growth of the economy through being employers of labor, not just being job seekers. Because no matter what kind of business you set up at our level, it's not going to be a business that you are doing everything all in all. You still have people that you will engage. Thereby you are providing employment. Thereby you are contributing to the GDP of the country. So it's win-win for everybody. You are having satisfaction of sustenance. The people you are engaging are also being ministered to in their financial needs.
Would it be too young to ask if we have recorded any success story in that direction?
It's not too young, because the program we set before ourselves, we've marked almost 60-something days, because like the Bible says, teach us to number our days so that we can apply our heart to the path
So you
of
count
wisdom.
by days. Accountants know how to count. Hey!
You have to be focused in terms of timeline. Therefore, we have a target. And by the grace of God, the plan is already hatching. In another month, we should birth the entrepreneurship center, and then we start ruling out the beneficiaries.
Beautiful. I'm sure a lot of Nigerians who are watching will be wondering who is qualified to partake of this, and what would it be like? What would be the prerequisites?
Well, for me, I would say the prerequisite is for you to want to do this. That is the can-do spirit, the entrepreneurial spirit, and then the need for you to want to embrace new skill.
Okay.
But primarily, if you talk of the pilot scheme, how are we starting? We are starting with our members, and it's only right to do so. But eventually, we are expecting that it will dotate into something that other people that are non-members can benefit once it grows, because the focus is to make sure our members are taken care of, then by extension our immediate environment, and we take it to
If you
bigger
benefit,
extent.
like you said, usually is chain benefit for a lot of people.
Yes.
If my friend, my sibling is involved, it
Yes.
trickles down back to me.
Definitely.
Okay.
Definitely.
Now, when you were also making your statement, there was something you said, and I want to quote it probably the way you said it, that the government should revisit the recent circular from the Office of the Head of State of the Federation on the April of this year, ordering ministries, departments, and agencies to stop with immediate effects and the use of professional qualification as entry qualification into the civil public service. Some people asked, what does this mean? And I'm asking you again, what does this imply?
Well, what it implies, I'm sure the government means well, but the implication that some people might read it wrongly is that professionalism is to be discounted, and that is not good for our economy. If in a system whereby you say school start is good enough for entry, and those that have taken it beyond, before you can become a professional, you have gone ahead to get some qualifications, and upon that you have specialized to become a professional, and you are saying that is not required, it begs a lot of answers. And what we are saying, we do not want to discourage people to take to specialism, to go into professionalism, which we require even for our economy. Then we do not also want to discriminate those that are there currently, that are already professional, to believe that they've taken the wrong step, and demoralize them even while they are on the job.
Exactly.
So these are the things that's what informed that plea. It's a plea to the government that they should have a rethink. If this same government is ready to consider school start order as entry, and you are now saying somebody who is beyond the degree holder should not be considered, I don't.
It's not a balanced
It's a food
decision.
for thought for.
All right, I'm sure that they are listening and they will understand you better for it. But I was just wondering, you're a self-starter and it doesn't come that easy. A lot of women, a lot of young ladies out there, they need a lot of drive to be able to even take a step. And some of them are almost at the verge of giving up. Some have already given up. What would be your advice as a woman talking to other women, probably younger ones as well, to, brace up and do things, accordingly, never to give up?
My plea to my women folk is that we should not give up. We should not look down on our ability. We have innate ability beyond even our own understanding. That's how we are wired. If a woman can multitask and do so many things at the same time, as they say, where there's a will, there's a way. If you are purposed in your mind to do something, you can achieve it. If I can, I'm surely you can, because it's not that difficult to understand. Interest drives everything. If you have the interest in life, you meet challenges.
Definitely.
It is certain. It's not a cause. But how do you surmount those challenges? It depends on your inner drive. It depends on your interest, on the pursuit, the goal. That's why you should not live other people's dream. Follow your pursuit. Follow your own dream. With your dream, with your interest in your dream, definitely, if you have a stumbling block, you find another way to go around it.
Just like water.
Definitely, water will find its course. There's no way you can. Yeah.
You always find a way. Now, you're talking, I'm looking at you, you don't look like an accountant, and I'm wondering, what does it do? What do you relax with? How do you unwind? Because if I tell the world your real age, they'll be shocked. Because you look like half of that age. Seriously. How do you manage to get busy, do all that you do, and still manage to look a diva?
Thank you very much. Thanks for the compliments. First and foremost, this is not being religious, but I think it's just grace of God. And I think also when you are enjoying what you are doing, when you are busy doing what you like doing, definitely you will derive pleasure. The stress will not be much. It's only if maybe you are forced to do something that you are thinking that, oh, this is not my line and things like that, that can give you more pressure. No doubt it's a lot of work, but I'm enjoying it. It is my passion. It is my interest. And the little time I have to relax, I relax. But when there's job to do,
You face it.
I face it.
How do you cope with the family?
Well, God has been good. I've raised 3 beautiful men. They are not children anymore.
Wow.
I'm a grandmother, so you can imagine they are men. They have their own family. But to God be the glory. Even while studying, bringing up children, it's not a tea party. I'm not going to tell anybody that it's easy. But like I said, you just have to be focused. And if you have that inner drive, something must be pursuing you, or you are pursuing something. You must have inner drive, because if you charge yourself that, let's look at this accomplished lady, maybe in your family, maybe in your environment, your neighborhood and things like that. If she can get there, and you know it's not true man, no man, it's legit, charge yourself that you too can do it. And that will drive you. It will give you a purpose, and you follow through.
All right, just before I leave you, I would want to border a little bit on what's, it's not good, but it's trending. It's violence against women. especially on the side of raping. I need you to lend a voice and speak to people out there who are involved in this.
First and foremost, I think it's very disheartening. It's sad. It's saddening, even bringing it up. It's rather heard than felt. And you can imagine the trauma ladies that suffer this. But I want to look beyond it, that those category of men that rape women, and especially sometimes minor, I want to believe they are sick, and they also need help. They need help to make sure that they do not continue to do this type of evil in our society. Whatever help, medical help or whatever help, they need to be taken out of the society. Let it be. But they need help. Because it's not a crime for being a woman. And the woman or girl that you are raping could be your sister, could be your mother, could be your wife. If you look at it, and your daughter, look at it from that concept. Would you have somebody else do the same to these people around you as your family? If maybe they think of it like that, maybe that would deter them. But definitely our governments have to come firmly with stand statement against this kind of people. Because if you treat the punishment with kid gloves, they will continue. I think it has to be stopped.
Thank you very much. It's been really wonderful having a chat with you and learning a whole lot from you, and of course your voice to critical issues, especially that's actually why NTA has the stand against rape, and rapists, so stamp it out. I must appreciate your coming. And we're actually monitoring. You're done 2 months already, and we hope that we'll see more. But on a last note, before you leave, what do you, maybe a surprise to all the people, members and non-members, what do we expect to see more beyond the entrepreneurship from your period, your tenure?
Okay. Well, we intend to make sure that we empower our members to reskill themselves, because with this new normal, there are different ways we have to do our job.
New normal, you mean the COVID-19 protocols?
Yeah, COVID, we call it COVID-19, but it has brought a new normal way of doing business.
A whole lot.
A whole lot, and they have to reskill themselves. We have to make sure that we are relevant in the scheme of things, and the significance of our profession should be made felt. And I believe that the country also should understand the importance of professionals, especially professional accountants, because by virtue of our training, we cover diverse aspects of economy. In fact, when you talk of business, accountants or the accountancy profession is the soul of business from the beginning to the end. Like they say,
from cradle to accountant, I guess
from cradle to grave. When you want to start a business, an accountant is needed. When the business is struggling, an accountant is needed. If it's flourishing, you need an accountant. God forbid, if it has to go down, you need an accountant as a receiver. So accountant is in every aspect of the economy. Besides, we are able to do a lot to encourage, give advice to better management, effective management of resources to the government. So I just want to say that our members are well equipped to take on the challenges of the current times and to be able to contribute meaningfully to the economy of this nation.
All right, thank you very much. The 57th president of ICAN here in Nigeria, and of course a very well-renowned chartered accountant who has done so well and also empowered a lot of people. Maybe I'll study the course as I get older, because I'm already old.
Don't worry. It's not too late.
It's not too late.
So?
Oh my God. Did you hear that? Okay, there's hope for me. And then get into learn how to audit my money and all of that. It's wonderful having you on our show. All right. Our guest has been Mrs. Comfort Olujumoke Eyitayo. Thank you for coming on the show, and we'll see you again with another lovely guest again next week. Bye for now.
Thank you.